The ceiling fan hums above our dinner table, but Charlie's spoon hasn't clinked against his bowl in 3 minutes. He's staring at the applesauce again, not eating, just dragging his finger through it in slow, deliberate circles. I tell myself it's a phase. 6-year-olds do strange things. Last Tuesday, the power went out during his bath. His laughter stopped mid-splash. Bedtime now takes longer. He insists on 3 sips of water, no more, no less. His nightlight casts a moth-eaten shadow of dinosaurs on the wall, but lately, the shapes remind me of hooked fingers. "What does it feel like," he whispered, "when something breaks inside you?" His skin was colder than the window pane behind me. He watched me with pupils so wide I couldn't find the blue in them. The hall floor creaks differently outside his door now. I've started taking the long way to the bathroom to avoid it. My wife hasn't noticed. Or she's choosing not to. This morning, I caught her rewinding the baby monitor footage, staring at the static-filled screen. She laughed when I asked why, said she'd spilled coffee on the controls. They still smell like burning. The faucet drips. Not the steady tick of a leak, but uneven, deliberate. I count the seconds between each drop while drying dishes. 9, 13, 22. My fingers itch to check Charlie's room, but the hallway yawns darker than usual tonight, even with every lamp lit. He started leaving handprints on the basement door. Small ones, palm down, fingers splayed. The smudges glint faintly wet under the hallway bulb. When I press my thumb to one, the cold seeps through to the bone. I found my wife in the laundry room yesterday, clutching his pajama shirt to her face. "He smells wrong," she mumbled, balled the fabric into the washer so fast her knuckles cracked. No detergent. Just scalding water and that choked sound she makes when pretending not to cry. The creaks have teeth now. He asked for applesauce again at breakfast. This time, the swirls in his bowl formed a perfect spiral. Tighter. Tighter. Until the center turned gray. The air's thinner here. I've started holding my breath without meaning to. Waiting. Every tick of the clock feels rehearsed, like the house is teaching itself to mimic time. The walls hum when I press my ear to them. A liquid vibration, like words drowned in a throat. My wife sleeps curled around Charlie's stuffed bear, fists clenched even in dreams. The basement doorknob weeps condensation. A click. Then another. Rhythmic. Metronome, stiff. Beneath it, a wet sliding like fingers dragging across concrete. The stairs creak a mismatched cadence. 3rd step, 5th, 7th, all silent. As if something's been stepping there so long the wood memorized the path. Charlie's pajama shirt spins behind the lid glass. Still unwashed. Still writhing. The spiral from his applesauce bleeds across the fabric now, charring the cotton at the edges. She stands at the top of the stairs, backlit by the hall bulb, hair shifting faintly, though the air's still. "I told you not to open it." The washer beeps. Her footsteps descend. Wrong. Each tread sounds twice, a brittle echo trailing her, half a second behind. "The door," she says, smiling with closed lips. Static bursts from the baby monitor clipped to her hip. A voice, mine but frayed, counting up from 0. Her smile widens at the count of 3. Each. The baby monitor hisses my own voice back, stretched thin. 4, 5. Syllables frayed, decaying. Third stair groans as she shifts her weight. The 7th stays mute. The washer's steam hangs coiled near the ceiling, condensing into a hook, a wrist, a mouth gasping wordlessly. The numbers climb. Look at the door, sweetheart. The basement knob gleams slick, lens-like. Condensation drips upwards now, tracing the grain of the wood. My breath mists in front of me. The air's turned arctic, raw against my teeth. Her head cranes up to meet mine, neck tendons creaking. "You made the rules," she rasps through a jaw unhinged. 3rd, 5th, 7th, 11th. One foot still hovers mid-descent, slipper dangling. The other sticks to the ceiling. The washing machine shudders. Charlie's shirt slaps wetly against the glass, the spiral now a crater still spreading, eaten through cotton confetti. The monitor shrieks 12 in a voice that's only almost human. "You never asked why." "They stayed quiet," she croons. Downstairs, something starts thudding in perfect time with the missing steps. The numbers bleed through the monitor's static. 13. My ears pop. Pressure swells like a tumor in the walls. A wet crackle like cartilage splitting, and the stairwell elongates downward, steps warping into jagged, mismatched teeth. Her slipper remains glued to the ceiling, but her body spine twisting like taffy curbs toward me. "You named them," she whispers. "Gave them hunger." Charlie's shirt dissolves into the washer's glass, eaten by the blackened spiral. Frost feathers across my eyelids. I taste iron. 14. The voice isn't mine anymore. It's chewed, regurgitated, a wet gurgle beneath each number. Her hand brushes my wrist. Skin colder than January concrete. "Third step sleeps under the maple," she murmurs. The thudding quickens, syncopated. Something fibrous and wet moves behind the cellar door. 15. The syllable splits into a wet sob. I try to step back. My heel meets empty air. The landing's gone. All that's left is the 7th stair, silent yes, but swollen now, pulsing like a cyst. I think of Charlie asleep upstairs, how I hummed lullabies through that same monitor, how the static had hummed back. Her fingers knot in my hair. "You thought the quiet steps were yours," she breathes. The cellar knob turns, not left, not right. It spirals, peeling the wood around it into splintered petals. 16. The monitor gasps. Downstairs, the thudding stops. A wet inhale rattles through the walls. Then, laughter. Thin, ravenous, filling the hollows where the stairs used to be. 17. The word buckles in my throat, branching into a chorus, children's voices sing-song, mangled. The cellar door splinters open. Not a door anymore. A maw, rimmed with jagged wood, exhaling the smell of turned soil and clotted milk. Her breath stirs the hairs on my neck. "They learned the taste of names," she says as the 7th stair splits. Splinters burrow upward, wet and quivering. Veins, roots, the monitor flickers. 18. The syllable bends, pregnant, before rupturing into a choked wail. Charlie's cry trickles through the static. High, afraid. All spongemier against the wallpaper mel sponswaswaswand, alive with mildew. 19. The monitor gags. The absence pools at my feet, leaching warmth, breath, thought. I dig my nails into the softening wall. "Charlie!" My voice returns warped, threaded with that same wet laughter. Her hand again, guiding my chin toward the ceiling. The slipper is gone. In its place, a hole. Not empty. The maple shatters the window. Roots surge, reeking of loam and rust, twining around my ankles, dragging me toward the cellar's gathering void. 20. The monitor detonates in a scream. Somewhere above, a small foot pads into silence. "Mama?" The roots twist deeper, serrated with frost. That voice, so close now, seeps through the cracks in the ceiling. Charlie. Her name lodges in my ribs, a hook in marrow. I claw at the floorboards, splinters wedging under my nails. Cold light spills from the hole above. I haul myself up, my joints wet fire, and there she is, small frame haloed in gray, her curls matted with leaves, her hands, too many knuckles. My fingers brush her wrist, cold, not skin, bark, ridged and split. Her pupils swallow the room, black, liquid. The maple's shadow shifts behind her, roots braided into her spine. She tilts her head. "They told me roots are memories, hungry ones." Her voice knots. "Mine and hers, the woman with soil for lungs, the house holds its breath." We sink through the hole, past the groaning walls, the air thick with loam and old milk. The cellar opens. An endless gullet. Above, the window knits itself shut with new branches. Quiet. Somewhere, a monitor hums. 1. The walls whisper it. 2.